Good evening. Tonight on 2020 College Edition, we go inside the Oregon State Veterinary Teaching Hospital. Follow me, your host, McKenna Martindale, as we go behind the scenes, behind student life, and delve into the deep and ugly side of obsession. Admiration of one's mentor is a very common phenomenon, but rumors have flooded these halls about one particular individual. I'm here to find the truth. Come with me behind the scenes as we investigate into obsession. So for the privacy of our first subject, we will henceforth be referring to her as Yen. And Yen, how did you first realize you had these feelings?
I think it was first year in orientation when there was a lineup of all of the professors, and I first saw him, and I knew right away that I had these feelings.
And what is it about him?
Well, one time I remember vividly that he grabbed my arm, gave it a gentle squeeze, and patted me so softly on the back and said, "Well done."
Our next subject is Bob Ain. Bob, tell us about a defining moment in your relationship with him.
Well, one morning I got a rock or something in my eye, and as I was flushing my eye out with one of the emergency eye wash stations, Dr. Schliff came over and looked in my reddened, inflamed eye, even though it could have been an infectious case, and had no problem telling me that I needed to go and seek care, and then I could go and get that taken care of, and didn't need to stay and try to maintain throughout the day with a horribly inflamed eye. So that was nice.
Our next subject is thoroughly concerned about her anonymity, so from this point forward, she'll be known as subject number 989. Subject 989, please share a special moment with us.
One of the first times Dr. Schliff and I worked together, we were working on a choked alpaca, and I decided to test the waters a little bit and asked him if I should feed the alpaca a pound of grain for dinner, and he did look at me like I was an idiot for about half a second until he realized I was joking. And after that, we bantered back and forth sarcastically frequently, and last time I spoke to him, he told me he missed me like a root canal.
Our next subject is Strawberry Fabio, and he has some special thoughts he'd like to share with us. How are you doing today, Strawberry Fabio?
I'm doing well, McKenna. How are you?
Doing very well. Would you mind?
Oh, of course.
No, please, share those special thoughts with us.
Well, throughout veterinary school, we all struggle with confidence in our knowledge sometimes. But I'll tell you, Dr. Schliff's voice, it really inspires confidence. It resonates with the soul, like the purring of a majestic lion. Except, of course, lions can't purr. Except for Aslan.
Our next subject is subject number 217. Subject number 217, how long have you felt this way?
Well, I think it's been years. Like at least 5 years.
Do you want to take us back to that first moment when you realized?
Well, I do remember. It was the very first time he lectured, and he talked about how large animals should never be experiencing any pain.
And what's so special about him?
There's so many things, but definitely the beard, his khaki onesies, maybe the black jeans, the occasional hat. the man bag, the way he drives. I can go on and on.
And through our investigations, we found that you have a special pet name for him. Would you like to share that with the world?
Schliffy Poo.
Our next subject today is Chud. Chud, how does your girlfriend feel about these feelings that you're having towards another individual?
She doesn't know about him.
How do you think you'll handle that situation when you leave Oregon State and have to cohabitate with her full time?
I think it's going to cause a lot of problems. I'm not anticipating any good coming out of it.
And what is it particularly about him that you admire?
It's such large hands.
Our next subject is Farron Cowler. Farron, tell us about one of the reasons why you love this man.
One of the reasons why I love Dr. Schliff is just because he really cares. And you know he cares because every time that you see him passing in the hallway, he'll just come up to you and say, you know, how are you doing? How is it going? And give you just this really reassuring arm squeeze that just lets you know that, man, he cares. He really cares.
Our next subject is Dave Henderson. Dave, tell us about what you admire about him.
Well, what I really admire about Dr. Schliff is the way that he has remained firm and staying away from modern technology. His flip cell phone, I mean, I'm just in love with it. It's so retro, and I think Dr. Schliff's the ultimate